All right, I just wanted to make a short video. If I can stop coughing long enough to do it. I've been sick for about the last 4 days. Coughing my head off. But anyway. I just want to say something. You know, Jacob Hoyman and I have been friends. And I'm not trying to be derogatory at all what I'm saying here. I'm just trying to be factual. But honestly, the guy needs to get a hold of his emotions. He has a real anger problem. Basically what he's been reminding me of are these young girls on TikTok that every time they have a problem, they have to run and make a video about it. And Jake he flies off the handle, he gets mad at the slightest thing. Now, the thing that pisses me off a little bit is that he comes on and makes a video about me and then lies. He comes on there and says, Kevin was pissed at me and I have no idea why, which is an outright lie. It's an outright lie. We had a very lengthy text conversation about it. He knows exactly why I was pissed off. It's not a mystery at all. It's not a mystery. And he comes on and says, I don't know why he was mad. Yeah, playing the victim just like Chris and Holly and Jeff. I mean, really, that's what you're doing, Jacob. Trying to make people feel sorry for you when you were the one who was in the wrong. And here's why I say that. There is a thing that what I call integrity. There are people in real life and on here who have told me things and asked me to keep it a secret and not to tell anybody. And guess what? I've always kept it a secret and I never tell anybody. Why? It's called integrity. When somebody tells you something in confidence and says, don't say anything, if you have integrity, you won't say anything, plain and simple. If you don't have integrity, you'll run your mouth, and then when you get called out on it, you get all pissed off and say, well, nobody's going to tell what I'm going to say on my video, on my channel. Like a little girl. Have a little temper tantrum. And I'm just being truthful, people. You can't react emotionally like a little girl all the time. You can't get pissed off over every little thing. God, if I got pissed off, come on here and made a video about everybody who pisses me off, I'd be making videos 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The only reason that I'm reacting to this one, and I'm not reacting emotionally, I'm being logical, which is how a man should be. A man should not react like a little girl. A man should react logically. And so I'm basically just setting the record straight. You know, because if you're going to come on here and say things about me that are not true, I'm going to set the record straight, plain and simple. And I'm not going to get out here and yell and scream and act like a little girl on TikTok. Yeah, and I'm not going to lie. You see, another thing about integrity is, I reminded somebody else today as well, is that if you make a promise, you keep it. You don't make a promise, get somebody's hopes up, and then break the promise. Now, I haven't said anything about this, but this is just another example. A while back, Jacob said, I want to send you something for Christmas. And I told him, no, you don't have to do that. They don't expect you to send anything for Christmas. Well, I want to send you something for Christmas. So I'm like, all right, well, if you want to do that, but you don't have to. And so he said that he wanted to send me a drone so I could film, coppers and my adventures and all that. So it's like, yeah, that'd be cool. Well, he has had, a month and a half to send it, because I told him, I said, I'm going to be out of here. At the time, I thought I was going to be out of here right after the 3rd of October. That was my original plan. I said, well, I'm going to be out of here the first week in October, so you can't wait till Christmas, because I don't know where you're going to be able to send it if you want to send it. All right, so it's been, well over a month. And I asked him, I said, are you still planning on sending that? Oh, yeah. Well, then it was this excuse, and it was his knee, but yet he's able to run around and do everything else. And so, like I said, I don't expect it. But if somebody makes a promise to me, they should keep it. So that's, to me, that's just another thing that shows a lack of integrity, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. I don't know what the deal with him is. But to be honest with you, he said he's done with me, so the way I look at it, because he calls me pretty much every day, and it's always something negative. I don't think we've had a positive conversation for, I can't remember how long. And then he starts in on all this Gaza Strip stuff and all that, and I tell him, I said, Jake, I don't like talking about politics or political issues. I don't watch the news. That does not interest me. And yet he always calls up and wants to start a conversation about politics, and I tell him, I'm not going to talk about politics. Well, it's not politics. Well, to me, it's politics. All right, and I get tired of having nothing but negative conversations. I like being around positive people. I don't like, every day I hear, oh, I've had such a even today, I've had such a shitty day. Every day is a shitty day. The thing is, Jacob, this is just for you. Okay, and this is meant to help. Shitty day or a good day starts right here. It starts right here. It is not the circumstances, but how you react to the circumstances that make it a good day or a bad day. If you're going to look at everything in a negative light, you're never going to have a good day. Every day is going to be a shitty day. So I don't know what else to tell you. But I do know one thing, is that don't come on here making a video and lie about me. Because, like I said, you're making yourself look like the victim, just like Jeff does. And then he says that what I'm doing is just like Jeff Noyce. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Dude, your thinking is messed up, man. That's all I can say. When you get all emotional and mad like that, you have no rationality at all. Just like somebody else I know. Rational people are just, they just don't think straight. Everything's on emotion. No logic. All emotion. So anyway, Jacob, I'll take a little bit of what I say to heart and really look at yourself. Do you want to live the rest of your life just in negativity? Seriously? You know, I could look at my circumstances right now, being kicked out in winter. Yeah, that shows a really good heart, doesn't it? Kicking a sibling out as winter's coming in. Yeah, says a lot, doesn't it? Especially when I've done nothing to deserve being treated like this. But, again, it boils down to integrity. So anyway, wow, I was able to get through it without coughing. That's a miracle in itself. So I've been coughing my head off all day, and I'll probably start coughing now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, that's all I want to say. So, you know, I just really felt that I needed to respond. Because people need to hear both sides of the story. Wouldn't you agree?